guess who went to see the Black Panther yesterday? This guy. And that's what we're going to talk about. I really hate it when things get hyped up, and I don't trust it when things get hyped out. This movie definitely exceeded my expectations. Don't get me wrong, I was expecting it to be good, but I was thinking that it was going to be more along the lines of like Doctor Strange, kind of like, Ant-Man, like good, like kind of standalone Marvel movie. But this movie was freaking fantastic. I would put it seriously like just beneath Civil War, which is my favorite Marvel movie to date. My favorite serious Marvel movie to date. I mean, obviously I liked Thor Ragnarok and both of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, but they sort of cheated a little bit because they added a more comedic element to the story. But like Civil War was a very well-rounded, like serious fucking movie, and that's how Black Panther is. I mean, first and foremost, like the visuals in the movie are just fantastic, and it takes like a lot of styles that are like traditional African sort of culture and upgrades it to this like futuristic city that's supposed to be really the most advanced place on Earth, but it's hidden away from everybody else. Nobody knows about it. Like America doesn't have shit on Wakanda, and the characters are freaking really good, all of them. Like the family dynamic, even like Forrest Whitaker. There's a lot of like conflict, like internal conflict in this movie. That's not to say that there aren't some really great action scenes. There are, but that's not really what drives this movie. It's not just a superhero movie. It's a movie with a lot of like inner turmoil on behalf of a lot of characters. And I am here to say right now, Michael B. Jordan, hands the fuck down. No exceptions, like you can't even fucking argue this. Hands the fuck down. Most well-established, well-rounded, sympathetic, effective, awesome. He is the epitome of the supervillain. He kicks the ever-loving, ever-living shit out of every single Marvel villain that has come, and possibly has yet to come, okay? Everybody knows Thanos is coming, and that he's a really big baddie, and that some people are gonna die. But Thanos would require so much fucking depth to even, like, have a chance at fucking fighting Michael B. Jordan for best fucking villain. I think that when all's said and done, that what the fuck was his name? Skull Crusher? No, it was like something like that. Warmonger, not Warmonger, Skullmonger, Deathmonger, something like that. I never actually like really read the Black Panther comic books, so this is all new territory for me. The movie was beautiful. The special effects were great. The story was great. The characters were great. Hands down, best villain. It is amazing that Marvel has done, what is this, their 20th film? I could actually count it, but I don't want to go through that right now. Like, they've done how many movies? And it's like, you'd think that after a certain point, it would kind of start to get stale. This was a beautifully different movie. And it's mind-blowing how Marvel keeps on putting out these movies, and they just get better and better and better and better as they go along. I am really, like, fingers crossed about Infinity War, because it would really be a shame if, like, Marvel just kept going like this, and then at the last second they bit off more than they could chew with all those characters, and it just didn't come out right. I mean, I kind of liked the idea that they had initially of splitting it into two movies, but I'm getting off track here. We're talking about Black Panther, right? And this movie also, it had a depth to it, sort of like a relatability in like a lot of what's going on in our own culture today, and just in the world in general. Not like so much politics. I mean, there was one little kind of dig they did about like, smart people build bridges, stupid people build walls. And it's kind of funny because like when I was thinking about it, it's like, I don't think that Wakanda should share any of their shit with anybody. I don't think they should give their shit to the United States or to fucking like any country with its own like army and agenda. I don't think that's a good idea. But like the philosophy is there, like about like human goodness, and even like what can really make a villain. The inner turmoil. It also like about like the sins of the father, and like there's just so much fucking depth to this movie. And it is dark. It's actually one of the more violent Marvel movies so far. You know, they've managed to maintain a pretty steady PG-13. This was, not that it was like, you know, exceeded a PG-13, but it was pretty fucking violent. Like, you know, there's some stabbings, a lot of people die, a lot of explosions, a lot of really dark stuff happens. But, you know, even that, I have to say, it was very well balanced. There was some very good humor in the movie. The characters were all great, and I think that in real life all the actors and actresses had a real chemistry together. They were great. And it was also kind of, you know, it was just kind of cool to see like this movie with a predominantly black cast, you know, and then you got Martin Freeman, who's in it, doing a pretty decent American accent, and he's like the token white guy for a change, and he was fucking great in the movie. Like it was literally just, I didn't have one problem with it, you know? And I mean, it does tie into the Marvel series. Stay for the credits, of course. Like, you ought to know that by now. Like, you never, ever, ever leave when the credits start to roll on a Marvel film, unless you've, like, never seen one before and don't really give a shit. It ties in beautifully. I'm really stoked for Infinity War, and Marvel, keep it fucking coming, man. Keep it coming. My next video, I'm going to try to even film it today, is actually going to be about the Justice League movie, because the day before yesterday I watched that, and I have a lot to say about that one as well. But Black Panther, fucking trust me. I mean, like, look, man, all right, I don't believe in hyping things out, and I understand that's exactly what I just did. Go in with moderate expectations. Just go in expecting to have a good time, and you will. I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll more than just have a good time. I think you'll be blown the fuck away. But go in expecting to have a good time. And then, at the very least, you'll just have a good time. And you won't be blown away. And there'll be no disappointment.